Welcome to HeroQuest fans. Saturday night, and we're getting ready to play Rise of the Dread Moon. And this could very well be the last adventure in this quest pack. The question is, will the heroes survive? Will it take them more than one session to finish? We'll see. But I see we have Jacer here tonight. We welcome him and any other heroes who are joining us live on twitch.tv/HeroQuestFans. As always, shout out to Carl Casey at White Bat Audio for the great music. Check out his stuff on YouTube. And if you want to participate in the live experience, definitely visit us on twitch.tv/HeroQuestFans where we're live Fridays and Saturdays, most Fridays and Saturdays. You can use your gold coins in the channel, or gold coins, your channel points in the Twitch chat to interact with us live, help the good guys, help the bad guys, whatever you prefer. Makes the quest more interesting. And if you want to control a hero, I recommend you join our Discord, HeroQuest Fans Discord, which we display on the screen there. And you can join the voice channel known as Quest Talk to control a hero. Everybody else can participate in the Twitch chat live. And if you're joining us on YouTube, we are not live, but thanks for watching us on the YouTube replay. All right, so Jacer was here first, so you get your pick of the heroes, and I see Bohemius now as well. Welcome, gentlemen.
Hi.
Monk. Yeah, so I was meeting with my rules attorney before the adventure began, and I was checking on some things. And actually, looks like I've gone back and forth on this myself. But the age-old question is: do undead monsters, since they have 0 mind points, are they immune to spells that use mind points, or are they automatically susceptible and powerless? So now it depends on what version of the game you're playing. If you're playing the European version or the Japanese version, they are powerless, and so those types of spells are very effective on them. In the North American version, it's a little ambiguous, but it looks like more recently Avalon Hill has come out and clarified it. So in Rise of the Dread Moon and in Jungles of Delthrak, they do say monsters with 0 mind points are simply immune to those types of spells. So I guess me being one who is famous for disagreeing with some of Avalon Hill's decisions, I think I'm going to go, from here on, I'm going to go with undead monsters.
Right. Well, and I don't know if that's a clarification for the cards that are in the base system where they had the exceptions for mummies, skeletons, and zombies, so that you add the rest of the undead in with that same exception clause.
I think
versus, like I said, the way that
I think so.
Age of the Mirror was written was a little different. Because it affected all the figures in the room, including heroes. So that's why the inclusion of undead in there does fit, because the only thing that was exempted was the spellcaster.
Yeah, and I think we took a different. There's many different approaches. I feel like Mage of the Mirror, just like Frozen Horror, has a lot of odds and ends that haven't been straightened out. And yes, they felt more free to correct things in the Mage of the Mirror release, but they left a lot of things unclarified. So one of the questions was, does it affect other heroes? Does it affect people walking into the room after you've cast it? There's different ways to read it. And Reanimation has the same issue. It's like, is it just a broken version of Summon Undead? Or, I chose to interpret it in a very novel way, saying like all the undead that you killed in the quest so far can be brought back. So it is a Zargon decision.
Right, and I don't fault like that interpretation of it, but I think that like they should have just been set up in the rooms where they died instead of being able to all like mob to one room.
That would be kind of depending on like then they have to travel to the room to get there.
Especially right, you would give them heroes a little time to fight, but if it depends on the mission, because if they got to fight their way back out to the stairs, then they might have to mow through them all eventually anyway. But this way they all rise up.
Yeah. The problem with a lot of the spells, especially in Frozen Horror and Mage of the Mirror, is they give you all these really cool spells, but they don't give you a lot of opportunities to use them. I think there's like maybe 2 sorcerers in each one. So it's totally up to Zargon. I've seen some people where they play the trial and Virag gets the whole deck of 12. I'm like, wow. That's a party for sure. That's a
It
party.
is. I've done it where it's totally chaotic too, because
Hmm.
you flip the card and that's the
Random.
one that they use rather than it being able to pick,
Well,
because that's the
that,
power of having that whole deck. He can't weld it, or you know what I mean.
yeah, yeah. Well,
And
Stephen
so he can't
Baker,
do the.
Stephen Baker had that same idea with Rogar's Hall. The Dreadstar amulet allows the bad guy to just like pull one out just randomly. Now he doesn't answer whether it counts as an action or not, or if he gets to reuse them. So there's always room for Zargon to come up with different things. But you guys are pretty powerful, and the other thing that I'm always conscious of is when I'm interpreting something, I try to want to do it on the err on the side of fun, you know. So it's like, yeah, maybe it's supposed to be weaker, maybe it's supposed to be stronger, but you know, I'm gonna read it this way, and
That's
then
what made like the reanimate one, instead of trying to count up and figure it all up, was basically just setting them up according to the map. So you're like, all right, there was two here. It made it easy that way too.
That's true. Although it was funny when we were playing because there was one skeleton out in the hallway and somebody said, I can't remember who said like, well, it says in the room, so he should. So I was like, oh, he disappears in a puff of logic. Because I had just filled like pretty much every other square with skeletons. So like 15 skeletons. So yeah. Anyway,
Yeah, it was definitely a lot. It was crazy.
So yeah, whoever's controlling the elf, yeah, Hypnotic Blaze. I think from here on, but I mean, I'm open to changing too. I mean, I remember back on Yield In when people were arguing about the crossbow, and it was something that I never even thought about. Like it never even occurred to me. Like all this time I was thinking, well, it's just the surrounding squares, you can't hit them, right? But I mean, I think back to when I played Hero Quest as a kid. Like I ignored that diagram that they showed us about line of sight. I took it as it's like you're playing chess. You know, the diagonal square is a diagonal square, like it really is. And so I was like surprised when people were saying, "Well, it doesn't say diagonal squares can't be hit by the crossbow." So I was like, "Okay, fine. I've been reading it wrong all these years." So I tried playing it like that way a few times, and I didn't like it. It just felt wrong. It felt cheap. So I respect the fact that people want to play it the way it's written literally or the way that Avalon Hill intends, but sometimes I'm going to put my foot down and go, nope, my house rule is this way. Just like Courage, you know. I think Courage should just keep on lasting, just like second edition, unless, you know, the monsters run out of line of sight. But actually, even then, I err even more on the side of the heroes with that one because I say it's like at the beginning of your next turn if you can't see monsters. So you could like kill all the monsters in the room, use your movement to run into the path of more monsters so that it keeps going. So yeah, I don't know. I guess we're all biased in our own ways. But yeah, that's how I'm gonna treat Hypnotic Blaze from now on. Is that monsters with 0 mind points are just immune. And I think Jacer, you were asking a question like if a hero is in shock, can he be commanded? I would say no, he can't because he's at 0 mind points. Because normally you have a resistance
it
to
was
it.
one of those things. Like I said, like you're already under like a mental shock. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Plus, it'd be a really
And if you
crappy
were
foot
affected,
soldier
would
to
it
have
really?
for Zargon anyway. It's like, oh, I got this guy who's weaker than a goblin now.
Right. Well,
Or
don't
sort of.
you have a sleep too, don't you? Right. A command, a fear. There's a couple that
Yeah.
affect the mind.
Yeah, there's definitely some mind point ones.
Although I guess shock is more or less fear,
Yeah.
in most ways.
They didn't explain
With the
they didn't explain shock very well in those 92 quest packs either, but Avalon Hill has clarified it, and the way they clarify it is kind of the way I would have done it, which is to say, it's not like you just have one chance to save yourself at the time it gets, like at the time you go to 0 mind points, that it's like a death save. That's your one chance. It's like, no, I just say anytime you restore a mind point, you're automatically out of it. Yeah. All right. So Jacer, you said monk. And Bohemius, who did you want? If you wanted the monk, I'll give you dibs, but since you were, or no, I give Jacer dibs because he was here first. Yeah, Bohemius is usually here first, so I get confused. Okay, wizard.
I'll go with the dwarf for my second pick.
All right. Oh yeah, we're gonna go back and forth. We need the
Well,
baseball
I
bat where
want
you
to
put
say
our
it's
hands on it.
only. I was gonna say, yeah, it's the five, right? Five heroes and the mercenary that made it through the door. So that was,
Oh
we
yeah,
made six. We made six of the salves or whatever, and
yep.
we used all
Lunarium,
six.
Lunarium, yeah. Pass it through. Yeah, and we've shown that we can get through Crypt of Perpetual Darkness. It just takes us like 4 hours, or 3 and then a quarter, something like that. Yeah. So the wizard, dwarf, monk, barbarian. And the mercenary, striker, right? Yeah, the striker.
Yeah, the striker.
Okay, so Bohemius, are you cool controlling the striker moving forward?
Yep.
All right, sounds good. Okay, let me get the heroes out
It,
here.
the striker should have one of my potions.
Yes. Okay, so nothing recharges as you travel through. It's like a two-parter. The only thing is it doesn't say that you can't craft your reagents in between. So I would allow that. So it looks like the wizard has a mysterious flower. Anybody else have anything?
The elf, I think. I think two mysterious flowers.
Yeah, the dwarf had one. Just checking. I mean, the Phoenix Ash can be crafted, but I mean, I don't know. It's up to you whether you think it's more valuable to keep it as it is.
Oh, and there's an unidentified ingredient as well.
Okay, so there's actually 4 mystical flowers, or mysterious flowers. Yes, one unidentified ingredient. Okay. All right, so we'll just hop in here. Hey, Nameless. Nameless, are you going to be playing with us tonight, or just watching? Either way is fine, of course. All right, so Bohemius, you want to get your unidentified ingredient?
Yes.
All right, let me shuffle up the deck here, making sure to put all the wandering monsters on the top. Like, wait a minute, Kurgan, there's no wandering
Grog,
monsters in the.
grog, grog, grog,
Yes, all the grog. Yeah, once we get to Ogre
grog,
Horde, it's just gonna be like, oh man, look at all this grog. I'm just gonna bribe every mercenary that I ever find. Okay, that's fine, Nameless. Okay, that should be good. All right, so we take the card off the top in the alchemy deck. I love that design. It's so cool. Potion of Defense.
Great.
Right. So you can add that to your stuff here. Do you need? Oh, so you got 3 potions of defense total. Wow. And you have 6 grogs, so don't worry. All right, so those mysterious flowers, let's see, they can be crafted into. Double check. Okay. Dexterity or defense? Oh man, you can have like all the defense in the universe.
And I believe we're going to need this. I think we have enough of dexterity for this quest. If we do all the defense.
Thank you, Nameless. Okay.
I'll find my spreadsheet.
Alright, so we'll get your bonus equipment here. Yeah, so it's the beginning of a new quest, but it's like a 2-parter. So, okay, we've got a spear. Somebody gets a spear. dagger. No, it's a spear.
So I got a total of 4, 5, 7 defense.
Yep. You can stack them all
So,
at once if you need to.
Well, I want to give it to the group. Now, can give like 2 to the dwarf, 2 to the monk, 2 to the barbarian, and I keep 1 for myself.
The monk already has 1, so he's got 3 now. Is that what you want?
Well, it's fine. It's fine. He need it.
Okay. Or no, he has more than that. 2, 3. He has 3 already, so he'd have 6
Yeah. Well, no. 3
So
plus 2
give
is
it to the
5.
dwarf.
or 5. 5.
So give 4 to the dwarf instead.
Okay. Okay, so the monk should have how many?
3 then.
3 for monk. How many for dwarf?
4, we said.
Or give 2 to the dwarf and 2 to the elf.
Okay. Do we have the elf?
I mean, you can. I don't know. Is anybody?
Okay.
He was, well, the elf's the other one that made it through the mirror.
If you don't, if
Yeah, I
you
could
don't
run
want
the I
it,
could run the elf too. Just might need an update
so
on the elf.
I'm
I
tempted to
got
say since
rapier,
there's only.
broadsword,
Yeah.
longbow, longsword, warhammer.
Hold on.
Um,
So I'm tempted to say that the elf is not in play until we get another person here, because we have you each with 2
So
heroes and the mercenary. I think that's probably enough. If somebody shows up though, we can throw the elf in. We'll say that.
I'll keep those 2 and give it to the person that need it during the quest.
Okay.
So I keep 3 on me.
Okay, 3 for you, and the barbarian has 1.
I had 7 to distribute in total, right?
Yeah.
I give 2 to 4 to the dwarf. Okay. And 2 to the barbarian. So there's 6, and 1 I kept it for myself. I had already 2, so I have 3
Okay, so 3 for the wizard, 4 for the
in
dwarf,
total.
3 for the monk, 1 for the barbarian, and none for the elf.
2 for the barbarian.
2 for the barbarian. Okay. Well, see, this is totally confusing because I mean, I thought there was 3 for the Elven Kings under the sky, 5 for the dwarf lords and their halls of stone, and then 9 for mortal men doomed to die, and then of course 1 left over for the Dark Lord on his dark throne. In land of Mordor, where the shadows lie. Just the sound I wanted to hear. Thank you, Wardicon. Okay. All right, guys. If we're ready as we'll ever be for this big epic adventure, I'm going to go ahead and reread the introduction. Quest 10. Under the Dread Moon. You exit the mirror gates and find yourself at the top of the arcane tower, surrounded by a swirling network of esoteric energies. Dread incantations have been etched into the stone floor, designed to funnel chaos magic into Elithorn from the realm of reflection. The foundation of the tower shudders as the barrier between the worlds strains against the onslaught of chaos magic. The queen is somewhere in this dark place, and the runes of Lortone inform me she is in grave danger. Time is running out, to stop the ritual that threatens to destroy not only Elithorn and its people, but all of reality. All right. And how are we thinking about turn order? You guys want to keep it the same or change it?
Same order works. You have the monk at 6 healing potions. I only have 5 written down. So can you run through them?
3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, so he has 3d6s.
Okay, then that's
2
where
plus
3 of
4s
them.
and Superior Restoration.
2. Okay.
Yeah, let's double check. So Wizard has 8. Wow. Okay, so he has 3 plus 4s. Restoration, Superior Restoration, 2 regular restorations. It's only 6.
Yes, and 1d6 on
Oh, 1d6 for his striker.
on the mouse.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so I'll just subtract 1 here so it's less confusing. Okay. Dwarf has 3. So a +2, a +4, and a d6. Yep. Alright, the monk has 5, 6. Yep. Just the way I wrote it. I gotta remind myself. Superior Restoration. Okay, Barbarian has the Elixir. Unless I was counting the Phoenix Ash, he only has 1.
Yeah, let me pass one superior restoration to the barbarian, please.
Okay. Okay, so your Superior Restoration goes to the Barbarian. He can definitely get a lot of use out of it.
Yep.
I'm going to have the monk pass his superior restoration to the dwarf.
Okay.
Yeah, I could give also a +4 to the dwarf.
Okay, so the Wizard... Okay, let me make sure I got it all right for everything. Okay, so Wizard has 2 +4s. 2 regular restorations.
Yes.
For total of 4. Just had to press the button more, I guess. Okay, so he has 4 healing potions. Dwarf has a d6, a +2, and 2 +4s.
Can I trade the +2 to the striker?
Yeah. Okay, so we'll cross
That way it'll fill him up.
Okay, so the striker has a d6 and a +4. Or +2, sorry. 2, 3, 4.
Well, this way he can give the D6 one to the barbarian.
Do you want to do that, Bohemius?
Yeah.
Okay, so the striker just has one healing potion now. The D6,
Yeah, but
the
plus two.
+2,
A +2.
and the D6 goes to
Okay.
the barbarian.
Yeah, he's the lowest in potions, and the most to gain from it hitting a 6.
We'll probably roll a 1, but we'll see. Okay, so back again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for the wizard. This one's for all the marbles. Okay. Alright, and I have that the wizard has used Fire of Wrath, Ball of Flame, Rock Skin, Heal Body, and Genie. But he does have a Potion of Magic that gives him back 3 spells, and a Potion of Recall that gives him back 1 spell. So he is loaded. He's got 6 grog, just in case things don't work out.
I have only 3 spells left. Astral Rock, Swift Wind, and Tempest. Which one do you didn't count?
Oh, Pass Through Rock I didn't put down. Did you also use the Cloak of Shadows, didn't you? So you've done it twice?
Yes.
Okay, that's what I was...
So that one... No, maybe I didn't explain myself. I got only 3 spells left. Astral Rock, Swift Wind, and Tempest. All the other ones are used.
Oh, I see.
I used the Cloak of Shadow, but it said that it will recharge a request. It will not recharge in this quest, particularly.
Oh, let's say it does. Because, yeah, it's not a spell, it's an artifact. It has its own capabilities. So, okay, so the Cloak of Shadows comes back to life. You shake it out like you're shaking out a carpet. Like, that should do it. All right, good. Okay, so yes, you have 3 spells left. Thank you. Okay. And the dwarf has the D6 and 2 plus 4s. A total of 3, and Spirit Restoration for 4. Okay, got him. Monk has 5, so he has 3 1d6s, 2 plus 4s. Barbarian has Superior Restoration and 1d6.
Does the dwarf still have Berserker Fury?
Just a moment. Whoops. Come on. Yes, he still has Berserker Fury.
Okay.
2, 3, 4. Thanks, Wardicon. I got it. Okay. Yeah, we're just getting things sorted out here. Monk, Barbarian. Okay, and if the elf does come into play, he has 2. Cross off his reagents, they've been used. He would have 3 healing potions, a d6 and 2 plus 4s. So we do have a hero slot open if anybody listening live wants to jump in. All right. Now we're ready. And that's all the time we have. I'm just kidding. All right. Okay, so the mirror gate, you're jumping through, you're doing the old Stargate thing, you're seeing those rings of light, you're teleporting through, you're just going nuts. Wah, boom. Oh. Boom. Oh man. And then the dwarf piles in behind. And then the monk. Oh, oh. Sorry, my brethren. And then last of all, the barbarian. Clunk. Maybe he's back there. Alright, you find yourself in the room. The lights come up. You see a door in front of you. Let's see what else you see. You see 3 specters. And a dog? No, no dog. Alright, they seem surprised to see you. They're like, and they're all like, claw squishy. Alright, wizard.
So they're just specters. So I'll move 1 square to the south and attack.
Alright, and what are you attacking
Which
with?
dagger?
The dagger.
Pressure dagger.
Yep. Two
2
skulls.
skulls.
Alright, the specter is kind of like, tries to defend, gets nothing. And you're surprised because as you stab at it, your dagger just seems to just like go right into it. It's like, it's all like slimy. The other 2 specters look at each other like,
The striker move. Try to not block the line of sight. I'll go directly in front of the door and attack the one on the left.
this one? It's like his left or okay.
Yep.
All right, so this specter's like,
2 hits.
all right. Strangely though, this specter doesn't seem to be ethereal at all. He just seems to be just kind of a slimy physical blob. So we're counting skulls. Okay, so he tries to defend.
1 hit.
Yep. Yeah, apparently they weren't ready to go through the teleporter yet. They hadn't been prepared. So it gets him. The last one is looking scared. It's like you don't see fear in the face of a specter very often.
Here we go, Jacer.
Time has come. Alright, the dwarf. They appear to be quite mortal.
Alright, I'll move 3 squares and stand in front of the barbarian and shoot at the specter. One.
I only had 5 of these. Okay. Alright. Hey, Sand Swift. Uh-oh, looks like Happy learned to putt. An abomination appears. Alright, thanks. Thank you. Thank you, Dark Forces. Alright, so he rolls defense. Tries to. Yeah, thanks, Fubar. Jacer rigged that up for us. Oh, got him. Yes, thank you. You saw I was low on cards. Appreciate that. Yes. Yes. Keep that coming. Keep it coming. I like it.
All right. The monk will use speak with stone and search for traps and secret doors.
Okay. All right. Within the room, you do not detect any traps or secret doors. You do detect, though, that the mirror is very unstable, and it may not let you back. Of course, Athrayan had warned you previously that that might happen. So it may be a do or die situation.
All right. I'll move the monk one to the south and one to the west.
Okay.
All right. That'll end my turn.
All right. And before you move the barbarian, I just need to grab one thing here. Just a moment. Think about your turn. All right. Thanks, Lynx the Mighty 87. You got the upgrade to the monster. Very nice. So I need to update my threats here. All right. Bohemius the Barbarian.
The barbarian goes to the door and opens it.
All right. Foolish Barbarian. Recklessly opens the door. Oops, did I say that out wrong? No.
Is the barbarian.
Yes. All right. So he opens the door.
Don't worry, I'm disappointed too. I thought he was going to search for treasure.
There's still time for that.
Yeah.
Okay. So looking through the
Opens
doorway,
the door.
he doesn't see anything special. Is he going to step out into the hallway?
Oh, yeah.
All right. As he steps out into the hallway, he immediately sees stone wall. He's seen walls before, though, so. Now, as he's in this hallway, he does see far down to the other side, and he sees two things, a door and another wall. Way down on this side. There is a wall blocking the eastern passage. And there's a closed door here by the green room. Also, he's noticing an eerie light filling the passages. appears that once again the Dread Moon is active in empowering the monsters in this area. Okay.
Can you hear me now?
Oh, I can hear you now.
And little disconnection. I'll search for secret doors.
Alright, you search for secret doors down the passage, but you do not find any secret doors.
Yep. Your turn.
Alright. Just a moment here. Okay. These things take time. Okay, out of the darkness comes an upgraded abomination. And also an upgraded mummy. Or no, just a regular mummy. Let me see if he's nope, he's a normal mummy. Okay. So those two monsters step out to menace you. Other than that, that's the end of my turn.
Okay. So the wizard.
You roll for movement.
The way this guy looks on camera is very different than how he looks in person. He looks kind of a greenish glow, whereas on here it's kind of a turquoise color. Still think it's cool though. All right, 6,
6. All right, I'm gonna move 3 spaces so that I'm next to the barbarian, and I'm gonna hand him that potion of healing I just found.
Okay, and where are you ending up?
In the doorway. I'm just passing it through the doorway.
Okay, so the D6 goes to the barbarian.
Yep, I'll bring him up to 4 potions. All right, and then I will do a regular search for treasure.
Okay, hold on here. Yeah, he's still only got 3 potions. Oh, I've been forgetting to count the elixir. The elixir counts as 1, so that's 4. You're right. I usually underline it, and I forgot to underline the elixir. Okay. All right, and then what were you going to do? Do the regular search?
Yes, please.
This is an unprotected treasure search. Poison! Your throat constricts as you taste it. Roll 1 combat die. If it lands on a skull, you lose 1 mind point. Any other roll result, you're unharmed. Okay, you lose a mind point.
I got grogged.
Yeah, it was too tempting. So yeah,
He's just like Grog.
yep, 2 mind points. No time for celebrations yet, Mr. Dwarf.
Yeah, grog for everyone.
Yay! Cheers, dead gamer. Okay, the monk.
Free for movement. I guess I'll go 2 south, and I'll have the monk search for treasure. You can search the other statue.
Ah, yes. Potion of defense. Wow. You have a lot of those now.
Yeah. 4 now.
Alright, now the barbarian.
Well, the barbarian go close to the mummy and attack. Three black, 1 white.
We'll check here.
Is it correct?
2, 3, 4, 6. Yes. He's almost a knight.
2.
Excellent. Right, mummy defends. Got him. It's on. Doesn't matter what dimension he's in, he's kicking butt. Taking aims. It's all out of bubble gum. He'd be
Your
proud.
turn.
Alright. Alright, the abomination launches Channel Dread against the barbarian. There's my little fiery thing.
Should I roll? You roll.
I roll for you. Okay, so let's see, a 1 to 3, total of 4. Let's forget how much damage that is. 1 to 3 is no damage.
Guess 1.
I think it's 1 damage. I need to cast it more often so I don't forget. Channel Dread. Okay, yeah. 4 or 5 here loses 1 body point. 6, he loses 2. So he loses 1. Alright, and then the monster moves back. 3. Let's see here. Just checking something here. Nice. Alright, that's my turn. Wizard?
The wizard search this passage for traps.
Okay, no traps detected in the corridor.
And let me move. Six. Will be 6 squares to the right. Yes.
1, 2, 3. As you enter the corridor, you see some things. Okay, so there's a stone wall blocking this area here. Also, there are a couple of specters. And unlike the other ones you've seen, these specters are ready to fight. They have their full powers available. Apparently even the Abomination didn't see them at first. They just kind of like materialized to the visible plane. Alright, you want to continue moving?
And move next to square and chuck holy water to the specter at the end of the corridor.
Okay. Alright, so you have 1 left, right? 1 holy water left after this?
Yes.
Okay. So you chuck it, and the the specter tries to catch it. It just explodes. Toasty. The other 2 monsters seem unfazed.
The striker moves just outside of the door. 1, 2 squares. Yes. Go, Jacer.
Dwarf. An excellent roll.
I'm gonna recklessly run all the way down that corridor and come out behind the specter.
4. So taking this path here.
Yep, right around the monsters, coming out behind the specter.
6. 7, 8.
Yep.
Okay. Wow. Okay. Seems like he's okay.
All right, I'm going to use my potion of strength and attack with my longsword.
Potion of strength. Right.
All right, so now I have no more of them.
Bonus of 2 attack.
All right, 1 hit and a wrestling move.
Oh, wow. Some fight music going. Okay. Yep. Indeed. All right. Well, let's attempt some defense here. Nothing. All right.
Wrong. Yeah, wrong 3 of a kind.
All right. What's your wrestling move going to be?
I'm going to do the people's elbow right through him.
You do the people's elbow right through. And then as you're coming back the other way, it somehow like hits the monster anyway.
That's right. It broke his fragile little mind.
Yep. And it is fragile at 0 mind points. Got him. Well played. Okay. The monk.
Oh, also got a 10.
Rebbe has rigged the dice again. I'm kidding.
He's going to try to repeat what the dwarf just did, but on the Famir. Or the abomination.
Okay.
So I'm going to run up, get behind the abomination, and I'm going to use Strength of Mountain.
So this way, 5, 6,
Yeah,
7, 8.
following the dwarf's path, pretty much.
Okay. Oh yeah, because this recharged because there were no monsters, so it's back. All right. So he tries to sock him.
All right, 2.
I'm gonna say yes because his styles are mystical arts that he's learned, so maybe they do function that way. Close to magic anyway. All right, so he defends with 3. His light goes out.
Excellent. All right, on to the barbarian.
Can I see more of the corridor, please? The south corridor. Yeah, the barbarians start running toward the door. 12 spaces.
8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Yep. It's a good spot.
Thank you, Lynx the Mighty.
And your turn.
Okay. All right. The eerie light in the corridor begins to flicker on and off, and the striker thinks he hears a voice saying, "Join us." Lure of Chaos. All right. You get to roll 1 combat die. If it's a black shield, he's mine. Your mercenary friend has been tempted by chaos. No. That's the first time I think that's worked. Or maybe it worked one other time.
The second.
Second time.
Yeah,
Still
my
hurts.
striker
We got-
betrays me.
We got the guy back last
Gay.
time.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I remember that now. So dramatic. Alright. Takes on the mantle of a Chaos Warrior. Okay, so that's one used. He opens the door the rest of the way, letting the evil light in to the room. One of the statues begins to break forth from its foundations. It's a mimic! Let's see, I got 2, 5, 6. Okay, sometimes it doesn't count down properly. Okay, so there's another creature there. What else can I do? Alright, I think that's all I'm going to do for now. Heroes. Oh wait. Before that, sorry, delay that. Okay, monk and dwarf. See where you're standing? Okay, you look over to the side and you see what you thought was a shadow this whole time. But actually, the shadow starts to light up. And it looks like it's actually your old pal Mentor. What's he doing here? Darn, I did that wrong. I was trying to make him appear right there. Okay, so Mentor is there and he's like, this is just a projection. Obviously it took a lot of his power to do this. Rescue the queen! He screams before his image is torn from this reality. And shadow disappears. Okay, now you can take your turn.
Did he call the monk Obi-Wan?
Obi-Wan! His old nickname in college. You will go to the Dagobah system. There you will learn from Yoda. Jedi Master instructed me.
Should I throw holy water?
You throw it on him. It was just a projection, so I don't think it would do anything. Can't trust anything in this place. Like, if you survive the adventure, you see Mentor and his face is like dripping still, and he's like, "Yeah, that was me."
Yeah.
Oh man.
So it is my turn, right?
Yes. Yes. Yeah, the holographic celebrities.
Well. Yes, I was rolling for movement. Okay. Move. Move 8 in the direction of the barbarian.
Okay. Made it to the door.
And I throw a dagger to the betrayer.
All right.
Take that.
I was gonna give it to you, but now I'm gonna give it to you. missed.
Nothing.
It's like, did he purposely miss? Still, wound is too fresh. Okay, so cross off a dagger. You only got 3 left. Use them wisely. Dwarf.
And yeah, your turn, sir.
I'm also going to move 6 in the direction of the wizard.
Okay, so what path are you taking to get there?
I'll go to the right, and then all the way south, and then right one more space. And I'm going to attack with the crossbow.
One skull. Alright, he defends. Ching, no damage. Alright, the monk.
Also a 6.
What are the odds of that?
So I don't see monsters right now, so my skills reset, right?
Right, you are.
So I will run up to. I'll run up to the trader, and I'll use Strength of Mountain on him. Try to punch the evil right out of him.
Alright, you landed on a trap. Alright, in your zeal for vengeance, you didn't notice that you landed on a falling block trap. Roll 3 combat dice. Chaos reigns. Oh, wow. So every single rock missed him. He bent like a reed in the wind. Okay, but now he has a choice to make. What direction to move?
It's a wrestling move.
South.
He grabs the rocks and suplexes them to the ground.
Oh no, I'm gonna hold one in each fist for when I do the Strength of Mountain and punch the heck out of that guy.
Yep. Like he ties the, is it the protector where he ties the bones to his hands and he's like punching the guys. Okay. All right. So you're gonna move forward.
Yes.
Okay. So. All right, but he didn't take any damage. Technically, it ends his turn though.
Oh, even if I don't take any damage?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because it's like the getting out of the way is, hey, Doxio, go heroes, rise that moon. Okay. All right. After the monk is the barbarian.
Yeah, the barbarian opened the door.
All right. Opens the door, revealing the room. Judging by the music, there's monsters. Okay, inside the room, though, he does see a closed door, a table, so whenever he sees a table, he always thinks, "Can I put somebody through it?" And there is a cultist some other creatures here. A zombie right in the door. And a trio of evil specters. Other than that, the room's practically empty. Okay, barbarian. Two skulls.
Two skulls on the zombie.
Got him.
Your turn.
Alright. Alright, the Chaos Warrior steps forward. I never liked you, he says to the monk. Takes a swing at him. And since he is empowered by the evil of the Dread Moon, he gets 5 dice. 3 skulls. Ching, and 1 hit.
I'm gonna use water.
Use water.
Yes, please. Twisting Torrent.
Caught you mid-bite there. Sorry. Right. Okay, so he takes no damage. It rolls off him like water. Alright, the Mimic. Trudges forward in its awkward, clumsy fashion. Alright, let's see. I'm thinking, let's see, the Spectre right here. Get them on camera. This Spectre right here is going to use Channel Dread on the Barbarian. So it gets a bonus by being next to the Cultist. So that's 1d6 plus 1. 2, 3. Okay, no damage. Just checking to see if I can still hit you from there. Thinking I can. Okay. So I've moved the Spectre back 1, 2. As it picks itself up off the floor. It can attack the Barbarian with 1d6 plus 1, Channel Dread. 3, so 4, so 1 damage to the Barbarian. Now the other one. It's going to pass through 1, 2. Hold on. Yeah, this room's pretty small. Okay, yeah, it's just gonna go there and attack with Channel Dread, 1d6 plus 1 against the Barbarian. 4, another damage. Still got the Cultist. Ah, skill card for hero for anyone. Thank you, Wardicon. Footwork. Who wants footwork? Somebody's got footwork. Okay, so I still got.
Do you want it with the dwarf, Chaser?
I think the dwarf's okay with 4 potions of defense.
So
That's
I'll
pretty much
take it
what
on
it
the
is, right?
barbarian.
Yeah.
Okay, barbarian.
Barbarian, okay. What skills do you have as the Barbarian, Bohemius?
I don't think you gave me any at the beginning.
Well, I'm gonna say they carry over from the last quest. I know we normally don't do that, but
Oh,
since it's like one,
well, I didn't control the barbarian, so I don't know.
I know it's okay. So write down in addition to footwork, you have roundhouse, and parry and riposte. And the dwarf should just have Berserker Fury. And if you need explanations of what those do, just let me know.
I got the cards. Thank you.
Oh, you do? Okay, excellent. So this is just for the audience then. Okay, so I think we're just gonna say oh yeah, I always forget that I have that. Let's see, I'm deciding what I'm gonna do with this cultist here. So if I use Dread Lights, oh yeah, it doesn't matter what mine points, it's just break it or not. So I use Channel Dread. Oh man. Let's see. I'm gonna use. Yeah, let's use Dread Lights on the Barbarian. So he can try to roll a 5 or a 6 and 1 red die immediately to try to negate the spell.
Barbarian
Two for
got
the Barbarian.
the skills of Elator, right?
Oh yeah, yeah, he can use that.
So roll 2.
Yep.
Wait a second, here disappear my chat. Okay.
Okay, he failed.
Nope.
Let's see, is that a single use or can he do that every time? Let me check the card.
Every time.
That is powerful. Useful. Yep. When you attempt to resist the effects of a dread spell while wearing the armor, roll an additional die. Nice. Okay, but he does have the effect on him at the moment. So now the cultist is going to move 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. Okay, now it's the hero's turn. Wizard?
Okay. Yes. I don't know. I cannot remember this code. So 9.
HQ move, yeah.
Yeah, it's HQ move. I'll enter inside the room and go in the right corner of the room and attack the ghost.
Okay.
And I can roll 1.
Defense here. Ching.
2 damage.
Oh wait, what happened there?
I reroll the black shield for the dagger.
Oh yes. Okay, so I blocked one, but I was slain by the other. You got in really close with the ghost in the fight. You know, you both had your weapons locked, and you're like, he's like, "Is this what you seek?" And you're like, yes, the slow blade penetrates the shield, but look down. We'd have joined each other in death. You seem to finally have gotten the mood. All right. Shield practice this morning. All right.
Go, Jason.
Meanwhile, the dwarf.
All right. Let's see what I get for a movement roll.
Snake eyes.
Okay. One west, one north, and I'll search that double corridor for secret doors.
All right. No secret doors.
All right. Now Monk will use Strength of Mountain to attack the traitor.
All right.
All right. Triple skulls.
Sorry, just had to message check there real quick. Wow. Okay. Chaos Warrior attempts defense. Ooh, got him.
One step to the west or to the east with the monk. Now he's yep, just south of the dwarf. And that'll end my turn. On to the barbarian.
Yeah, the barbarian moves 2 squares to the north.
Don't forget to try
Don't
to
forget your roll.
Should I roll an extra one also in this moment? Because one is to resist. This one is, how is the wording? I don't remember.
say that again.
How many? Sorry.
I think it's 2 because it's each time you try to resist, but I'm not sure either.
Is because I resist the first time is the spell is cast on me. I don't know if the second instance, third one is still a resist roll. So I guess it is, but
Yeah,
I want just to be be sure.
Yeah, it says you can keep continuing to resist it. So you've still got the magical artifact. So yeah, it makes sense that you would roll 2 more each time.
So 5 or 6 or only 6?
Let's see, 5 or a 6
for the light. 5. Okay, so I got 1.
Okay.
Then I'll move.
You've broken the
2 squares north.
Well, no, I mean you would roll separately for your movement.
Yeah, I don't roll for the move. I move just 2 squares.
Oh, okay.
So
you're
just
guaranteed to get at least that much. Okay, so you go in 1 in the room, and then what?
And another 1 north.
Okay.
And attack the spectre in the middle.
Diagonally. Okay.
Yeah.
And which weapon are you using?
Lucille.
Good old Lucille. Okay.
Great sword. Bernadette.
A new name.
0.
No black shields. Okay. That's okay. You won't let me down next time, you say as you pat the sword. All right. Okay. All right. My turn. Do I go for the easy damage or the hard damage? Let's see. You defend with 5, last I checked. Yeah, I'm gonna try and just attack. So that would be a 4 dice attack from the specter there. Two skulls. No wrestling move because I'm evil. Okay, barbarian.
How many dice for the barbarian for the defense?
I believe it's 5. Let's see. Base is 2 plus chainmail, or no, scales of Elathorn.
Scale. Helmet.
Helmet. Oh, but you weren't using the shield.
And what else?
We have You have bracers, but you're not wearing them.
Yeah,
You have
four
bucklers.
dice.
Not using it. So yeah, 4.
One shield.
Ching, and 1 damage. Okay, let's see. And the specters, I believe, can move 8 squares. Cultists move 7. Yeah, 8 squares. Right to the arms of the dwarf. Oh, I see. Yeah, I'll use Channel Dread against the Barbarian with the middle Spectre, but I gotta decide. Yeah, I guess he's just gonna stay put. Okay. So, 1d6 plus 2. 6, 7, 8. It's 2 damage. Now, do I want to move him? Two. All right, the cultist moves in here, and he's going to use Channel Dread. So he gets 1d6 plus 1 against the Barbarian. 2. Failed. Nothing. Okay, but we have the Mimic over here. So the Mimic moves 10, attack 3, defend 4. Okay. It attacks the monk, and it is empowered by the Dread Moon as well, so it attacks with 4. 1 skull. All right, monk. Combo breaker. What's your wrestling move gonna be?
Gonna go with this is a Rude Awakening.
Awakening. All right. All right. The statue just crumbles into a million pieces. Got him. Okay, that's it. That's all I got. Wizard.
Yes, the wizard moves 2 square to the left.
Right in the face of the ghoul.
Yeah, and attacks with the dagger, with the Raven's Talon.
Ah, yes. fabled artifact known as the Raven's Talon. Okay, one. It's magical,
One.
so one skull. Okay, defend with 3. Got him. Nothing but a
Go,
bullet.
Jacer.
A mighty dwarf.
All right. Is there a way that the dwarf can go and pick up the bottle of potion that the trader had? Since he turned into a chaos warrior and had a helmet on and couldn't figure out how to drink it.
Through a straw. You could search for treasure. Maybe you'd find it.
All right. I was just wondering if I had to use my movement to go to like where he died at by the door.
Yeah, that would make sense.
All right. And I guess let me move over to that spot, and I'll search the chaos warrior's body.
Alright, you search for treasure, you find a bottle of potion of healing, +2.
Alright, very cool. And make roll for the monk. And I guess the monk's abilities will reset because he doesn't see any monsters from his point of view. Wow, 3. All right, I guess 3 spaces towards the wizard.
He limps along, 1, 2, 3.
And that's it for him. I don't have anything else to do. I can use Speak with Stone, but the corridor's already clear.
So it seems. Alright, Barbarian.
Barbarian attacks the cultist.
Okay. Oh wow. Doesn't have much
Two
defense,
spells.
so let's see. Need Doug Hopkins here to do the roll. Nothing. Got him.
Then I
They'll
move.
say
to
Ruby should
square.
program it for an HQ roll Doug, but it to be the single die roll that's always a shield.
I move 2 squares to the right.
Okay, 2 squares to the right. Thank you, Sandswift.
Your turn.
Let's check something here. Ah, perfect. All right. There's a rumbling on the other side of the mirror. Apparently somebody has followed you through. Just took him a while to get here.
Oh, good. The elf is here.
It is an elf, but as the shadows reveal, it is an elven warrior loyal to Zargon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and he attacks the dwarf. He was ready for action. All right, he feels his power increase because of the Dread Moon, so he attacks with 5. But he misses.
Excellent. My Dawn Shield countered it without having to use it.
Ooh, Nameless just cashed in a roll color change. Maybe I should have waited to roll. Black. Oh, darn it. Oh, but it's still my turn. It is my turn. Okay. So, too bad I can't attack diagonally. Let's see here. Monk is low, Barbarian's low. Bonus treasure search from Mordecon, thank you. Alright, I'm just gonna go over here. 1, 2, 3, 4. And attack the barbarian with black dice. 5 black. Too good to pass up. 3 skulls, barbarian.
The
No.
barbarian is not under dreadlights anymore.
Yeah, you're right. Sorry, I made a mistake. It's 4 black. I'll take it. 4 skulls. Okay, so he blocked 1, took 3 damage. Alright, he's got lots of things to save himself, I'm sure. He drank it all.
I use one of the.
Just kidding.
Take 1 superior restoration.
Alright. He's like, he falls to the ground, uncorks it. Look. Restores him to full power. Ah! Stronger than ever. Monster's like, what? Let's see. Oh, nice. Just looking here, what I can do. Yeah, I think that's it. Go for it. Wizard.
The wizard move 1 square to the right and attack. Meet the Talon.
Huge talons.
2 skulls.
Alright. Ching! Actually blocked it. right.
Go, Chaser.
The mighty dwarf.
All right, I got an 8 for movement, and I'm gonna attack the swordsman with the long sword.
Blade to blade. He defends with 3. Okay, so you got 1 skull.
Yep.
All right, it's a hit.
All right, and then I'm gonna move 8 spaces to the right.
Hit and run.
All right, the monk is gonna move 4 to the left and activate Strength of Mountain
Or,
and attack the swordsman.
powerful blow. It's a hit.
All right, and onto the barbarian.
Three skulls.
1.
Oh,
One
sword.
skull.
You're right. Black shield counts. Not a magical weapon.
I mean, it feels magical.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Between
The barbarian.
hammer and sword. It's
Heavy sword.
magical. Okay, so one hit. All right. Try to defend. Ching. Yeah, black shield against the black shield always throws me off. Nevertheless. Okay. I think we have time for... Oh, you still going to move?
Yeah.
Okay.
Going to move. Yes.
Beautiful.
Enough. I want to go just outside of the room. 1 and 2 squares to the right. Yep. Your turn.
Yes. Excellent. Thank you. All right. Through the unstable mirror gate, a chaos warrior steps forward. 4. 1, 2, 3. Alright, this might be the last turn here of the night. I was not really paying attention, but we're approaching the 9 o'clock hour. Yes! Thank you, Lynx the Mighty. Alright, we will make him an elite. Okay, the swordsman is going to attack the monk. So this elven warrior draws his blade and he attacks with 5. Two skulls. Monk blocks it all.
Excellent. Excellent.
Let's take a look here. So right now the dwarf is only defending with 4, right? He doesn't have the tower shield equipped.
Yeah, as the Dawn Shield. No, Dawn Shield helmet bracers 5 instead of 6.
Alright, wizard, cloak, bracers. 4.
Yeah, I've been rolling 2 dice for movement. I figure I'm going to use the Dawn Shield at least until I use its effect.
I thought you had.
Well, I did in Quest 9, but you said the artifacts reset.
I did. Okay, let me erase that box. Yeah, it would be true. Let's see, are there any other artifacts I need to remember that for? Somebody have Fortune's Longsword?
Not in this campaign.
No.
But the knight does in the other campaign.
That's right. Passage. Okay, just checking. Yes, he could use it. Okay. Don't want this to be like a chess match. Okay. But the last move is still important. Yeah, we'll attack the wizard with 4 dice. Time flies when you're having chaos or dread. Does it for both. That's right. 1 skull against the wizard. No wrestling move. Ching! No damage. Threat card for Zargon, thank you. I like it. Okay, now the Spectre can move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, and unlike with a break with tradition, we will start with the heroes next time. Rise of the Dread Moon. Thanks for playing, guys.
Good game. All right,
everybody. Yeah, there's a lot to keep track of now at the end of the campaign.
Thank you.
There's so many potions, so many powers, so many cards. I like it though. I like it a lot. All right, everybody remember where we parked, and we'll see who we can raid. Thanks everybody in the chat for contributing. We got Fubar here, Links the Mighty, Nameless, Scoober, T69, Eudoxio. So Sandswift earlier, Wardicon, of course. All good stuff. Yeah, Yeah, and just a reminder to everybody, we have switched the schedule for the Rantcast. The Rantcast podcast on Twitch is now on Tuesday nights, 9 p.m. Central. Tuesday, not Thursday. So if you want to join Strange Bus and I on twitch.tv/The Rantcast podcast, 9 p.m. Central, we talk about things we're upset about in the world of entertainment, but also raving about things that we like as well. It's not all negative.